Group chat that turned into a podcast? Hell yeah, dude. Venting to all your besties? Hell yeah, dude. Are they a little bit bothered? Hell yeah, dude.
Welcome to A Little Bit Bothered, the podcast where our group chat spills into your ears. We're four friends who overshare, laugh too much, and aren't afraid to get a little snarky.
We've taken our brutally honest, vulnerable, and downright hilarious conversations from the chat and turned them into a podcast because honestly, why keep all this entertainment to ourselves?
Whether it's the petty stuff, the deep stuff, or the stuff that makes you wonder, did they really just say that? We're here to say,
I think we're a little bit bothered.
we are a little bit bothered. Second episode of the year. Still a little bit bothered.
We have Kelsey with us. Yay. She wasn't here last time, but we are missing Ashley. So, we get one, we lose one.
Right.
It is what it is.
You know what? There's four of us. It's a miracle that we're able to coordinate 3 schedules most of the time.
Yeah, at any given time.
Yeah. It's fine.
Mhm.
Yes. But if you are
As
new
usual.
here, I'm Monica.
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Kelsey.
We're
I'm
your
gonna-
bothered bitchers.
Yes.
Bitchers?
Bitchers?
Why do I always do that? I always fuck it
Britches?
up somehow.
Bothered britches.
That's what's bothering me is I don't know how to speak. Fuck. At any given time, I cannot do
Words are hard, okay?
Words are really hard.
They are very hard sometimes.
At this point, I'm lucky I can read because. Anyway, how has your first week of the year gone?
It's been a long freaking week for me. It was exhausting.
Like, part of me is shocked that it's already the 11th because normally January goes by so slow. But we still have a lot of the month left, so we'll see how I feel at the end of the month.
We do. And honestly, I mean, it's been a little bit of it's been an intense start for me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My first week of the year has gone okay. I fucked up and didn't order my daughter's homeschool things in time. So we actually ended up taking an extra week of Christmas break. And you know what? We can do that. And we're just going to end up schooling through spring break probably. So, you know, it is what it is.
We do it
But
every year.
Yep. I'm like, it is what it is.
We take a lot of days off actually during this time of year. Like a lot, but it's because the weather is like so amazing in Phoenix at this time of year. And so we would way rather do more work during the summer when we all hate going outside
When it's
anyways.
hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm like, I just thought it would be like, you know, get here a little quicker. But I also have to remember where I live and nothing gets here quick. Like there's no such thing. I mean, there's Amazon Prime in a way, but it's not like the normal like 2-day shipping. It's like maybe like 4-day shipping, you know, it's like, so I have to remind myself that like where I live is not a hustle bustle, which is fine. I don't usually live in a hustle bustle, but a lot of the times I usually live close enough to a hustle bustle where it's like not that far off. But yeah, so you know, we're starting school next week and that's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah. That'll be fine.
We just got to go with the flow, and that's the whole reason why we are homeschooling. So.
Right. Well, the other thing too is it's much easier to get caught up if you do fall behind because you're only working off of one kid's schedule and like pace to get caught up as opposed to like, trying to get a whole classroom caught up. So it's fine. You'll be fine.
It is fine. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. And like we're already starting in the middle of the year, so I know a lot of the things that we're going to be doing is probably going to be like refresher for her anyway, because I was kind of looking into like how to use this curriculum specifically if you're jumping in the middle of the year, and everything, you know, that they recommend is like just open the book and start and do, you know, if it's a refresher and you can get a couple lessons done in a day, then you'll be caught up before you know it, and like not, you know, it's not a big deal. So I'm like, okay. And I just have total, you know, I have faith that it's just gonna be fine. And if we end up, you know, if we end up even schooling through the summer until the next like start of the school year, and when she gets, you know, we'll probably be caught up all the way through the lesson plan or whatever, and then we can just move on to the next one. Like, you know, I'm not like super worried about it, but I was like, you know, intentionally wanted to start when the local school went back to school, and that just didn't happen. It is what it is.
Yeah. It's
so,
fine.
Oh well, shit happens.
Well, I think that was actually one of like the hardest things for me mentally when we started, was getting out of the mindset that like what the school schedule is, because that's just what it is, because that's what works for the districts, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
and there's a lot of like historical reasons why the school schedule is set up the way that it is, and the time of the year, and like all of those things. And like when you really step out of that like that's not the only way to do it, and that there's so many other schedules and approaches to do it as long as your kids are learning, then it's like so freeing, and you can give yourself some space to just figure it out of what actually fits for you guys.
Right. And because she's so young, it's not like she's going to be doing 8 hours of schoolwork in a day. Like, she's little. We're not doing.
You can get through it so fast.
Yeah, we can take a couple hours, 2-3 hours maybe. And that's probably great for her attention span, because she'll be more motivated to be like, let's get this done and then go do something else. So
yeah. When you're not transitioning an entire classroom, it's so much easier to just like shift from one subject to the next and just like power through and get the lesson done and be done with it.
Yep. And have so much more time with our day. So anyway, I kind of like derailed our first week of the year, but we also did have Justin's holiday party for his company. So like,
nice.
That was.
Can I also just say, I really like that their holiday party is after Christmas.
The holidays.
Because it is so hard to do all of the things before Christmas, and especially when it's like a work party, because you're like, I need to be there, but also it's work, and so like,
you're making
so you get to actually enjoy it.
My chronically online self want to tell a TikTok story, and it's not relevant really. So keep talking before I tell it.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But at said Christmas party, well, I guess and I have a hard time calling it a Christmas party because it's after Christmas, so and it wasn't like decorated for Christmas, but like obviously they had to wait for all the crews, the people that were out, to come home and then spend the holiday with their family, and then like so it's nice. They always do I guess the holiday party in the first like full week of the year.
See, that sounds like a considerate company.
Well, they also have to do yearly training, so they do it right at the beginning of the year, right after the holidays, and they just get it over with. And then that's when, because everybody's already going to be there for the yearly training, so that's when they do the holiday party. But
perfect.
One of Justin's coworkers has a teenage daughter, and I received the highest compliment I think I've ever received in my whole life. She came up to me and she was like, "Oh my god, you're such a baddie," and I was like, "I'm a baddie." She's like, "I'm gonna go tell your husband that he caught a baddie." I'm like, "Okay, please do." I was thrilled. I was ecstatic. She's like, "Is he gonna know what that is?" And I was like, "Probably not. I know what it is though, so I'm happy." But I was like, I don't think a teenager has ever told me I'm a baddie before, and so I'm just gonna gobble that compliment right up because I feel like I must be doing something right.
That's so funny. Also, definitely ages us that like we care about it.
I know. I'm like, I'm going to be 33 this year. I have no business being a baddie, but I am, okay? It's my whole new personality.
So funny.
I'm now a baddie because the 15-year-old said it, so.
It must be true.
It must be true.
I mean, it is, but,
Thanks.
That is so funny.
Oh, gosh.
Well, okay, I have to share a little bit of like neighborhood drama that I have a lot of mixed feelings about it, and I'm like kind of like watching it and it's comical and like I don't know. I'm just curious of your take. So like we have one of those like free library boxes in our neighborhood.
Free little libraries.
And
I love them.
I love them. I love that the lady who runs it, like she takes it very seriously. She like pays attention to all the books and like she curates it really well. Like I appreciate.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm just gonna preface it with that.
That's a lot of effort, and I like that because all the free little libraries, like I know where every single one of them are where I live, and nobody curates shit. They're just fucking thrown in there. So
on the flip side of that, though, she also takes it very, very, very seriously. So like,
okay.
When it first like got put up, there was like all of this like HOA drama, and like she's got an Instagram, so she posts all of like the HOA drama of like, all the updates about the little library. And so that's the only reason I know about all of these little updates is because she posts about it. And so that was like a few years ago, whatever, but it gave me an impression of her. And I'm just like, okay. But I appreciate everything she does. Well, now, okay, the thing is, she has multiple cameras up in the front of her house to watch the library, which
specifically the library.
Specifically the library, which I get.
Okay.
However,
I was like, I'm waiting for the butt.
Okay, so apparently there was a lady who came through twice, actually, who completely cleared out the library. Like she took all of the books and like left, which is not cool. Okay, not cool at all. And apparently the owner has like filed the police report and has like done all the things, except for now
because it literally says free little library on it. So like, how do you? Sorry, okay. But I do feel like if you intend to take all the books out of the free little library,
I know.
Like,
Hang on. So that's happened, right? And so she had to like post a thing on there being like, sorry, like there's no books right now. Like we were swiped clean, working with the police, figuring it out. Books should be back like next week, whatever. And like it's right by my house. So I see like all of the neighbors like going and getting the updates and like doing all the things right. So then now she's posted the security footage onto the Instagram of the lady. Yeah. So she's posted the video footage of her. But then this is where I'm like, okay. So first she made she commented to somebody in response about how she thinks this woman is like having a schizophrenic like moment. And I'm like,
that's a weird thing to say.
Okay. Then I like looked at the next post, and because like I don't know if the woman is like in our neighborhood or if she was able to just like figure it out. Like I'm not exactly sure, but she posted a picture of the woman's front door, which is very disturbing, I will say.
Yeah,
because
we're not doxing people. Let's not do that.
Well, and
I mean, I know
it's not the address.
Like address, but like it's close enough. I feel
it's
like
not the address.
The next step is the address. So like, what are we doing?
However, like the woman's front door has a lot of things just like written in marker all over the door that are like, they having been an SMI case manager, like it does appear that there's probably
mental health episode. Okay.
Because it's like things like beware of me on the rag kind of stuff, like very like inappropriate kind of stuff. Like that. Yeah. So there's definitely something going on with this woman. But there's this part of me where I'm like, okay, clearly there's something going on for her. And she's taking these free books probably for a reason.
Yeah.
And you're blasting her.
Yeah. This is not the way to go about
library.
Correct.
All in all, is it a good thing to take all the books from the free library?
Right.
No. But like it's a free library.
Yep.
And
it says it right on them usually.
It does.
This is one of those situations where you just like kind of take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially if you've gone so far to figure out that this lady is having some kind of mental health crisis.
Right. Like,
then you just be like, okay, I see what's happening. And maybe
that's her livelihood right
to the
now.
Actual lady an option? Like,
right.
You found her door, go up and knock on it and say, hey, next time could you just let me know? And or like, I can pull books aside for you. This way the whole library will say cleared out. Or like, do you need help?
Right.
Shit, you can ask her, do you need support in any way? Do you need help?
Exactly. Well, and the thing is, like, watching...
bring them back. Once she got in a clear mind. Just like,
maybe she'll bring them back.
Maybe.
That's what I do a lot of the times. Ones that I get from the free little library, if I read them, I love them, I'll keep them. But if I read them and I'm like, meh, and I'll bring them back. Or if they sit on my shelf and I don't ever get to them, I'm like, okay, this is going back because I didn't pick it up. So it's going back.
Well, and the thing is, like, watching the video... This was not like a woman who appeared to be angry. I mean, maybe a little, like, but like not really. It wasn't like the woman says in her post that something was broken. I didn't see like what that would have been. I'm not sure. But she literally was just getting the books and like loading them up into her car. Like it didn't look like she was just like, oh my gosh, I hate that. Like there's this library in the neighborhood and she wanted to like take it out kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like a weird thing to me where I'm like, I get that like that's frustrating and that that's not fair, especially because like really it is for like the kids and like the community. But also when you're offering a free service like that to the community, like there's just going to be some things like that happen. And there's like this like empathy part of me where I'm like, you know what? Like, how do we know that that's not how she's like getting groceries is like going and like reselling some of these books, which like, is that okay? No, she shouldn't be taking them. But
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you found her door. You went and did the effort to go find where this woman lives. How about you, instead of blasting her door on social media, you be a nice human, you knock on it, and
is honestly just putting a target on you, because if she does have anything going on mentally and isn't fully stable right now, like, do you really want to be blasting her on the internet? Like,
I say, give her
grace.
I know. If she comes and steals all the books after you restock them, then that's like a different issue.
Well, I think she has done it twice. So it's like it's not.
But still, I think like
that would piss me off.
It would piss me off too, but I feel like it's what comes. Yeah, but I also feel like that comes with like, if you're gonna take it on yourself to create like a community service like that, fully appreciate it. It should be respected, but shoulds is not how life works. Like there's always going to be the people. There's always going to be the people who abuse it, and even then, like maybe it's her livelihood in a weird way,
Yeah. But if you like suspect that there's like maybe a mental health episode happening, there are like services like you can maybe go and have like a well check done or something, or like try to see if she has family. That's what I'm saying. Like, go up to her door, you found it, knock on it, see what is going on, be like, hey, like, I have the little library that you have twice now wiped me clean of books. Is there some other thing? Like, what is going on? Like, do you need help with something? Are you okay? Yeah. Like, is there somebody that I can call for you to help you or whatever? Just not all the time are people doing things with malicious intent. So like we've said, she could be taking those books because like that's maybe the one thing she's looking forward to, or like you said, she might be like reselling them. They could mean a lot more to her than what we think.
You know
what I mean?
Whenever the government was shut down and like SNAP benefits were fucked up, that like people were making food pantries on the corner, like kind of like the free little libraries.
Yeah, blessing boxes. We have those everywhere here.
That's so cool. I hope people keep doing that.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody do that, but like
we've got a bunch.
Like, maybe she needs to add a food pantry box below her free library and see what
I
happens.
know. I know.
We have literally every.
That's a lot to ask. She's already got a free library.
Every church here has a blessing box, like right out in their parking lot or like across the street from them, and I often will go put stuff in it if like something's been sitting in my pantry for that's obviously stable. I'm not gonna go put stuff in there that's not. But like sometimes my mother-in-law will bring something over that we just don't eat or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well somebody will eat this, so I'm gonna go put it in the blessing box. Or even clothes, like there's my kids are wild animals, and sometimes when I go through their clothes, I'm like, well, this is not worth reselling necessarily. Like, I know that the kid to kid or the Once Upon a Child isn't going to take it because it has like a little stain on it or whatever. Yeah, that goes right to the blessing box. I don't even put it in I don't even take it to Goodwill anymore because there's people in our community.
That's a much better
can't even
place.
Go to Goodwill. You know what I mean? Like, and so it goes in the box. I have I had a whole pack of diapers that were a size that Ava never wore and went in the box. It goes in the box. Like, things. I like the blessing boxes, so I mean, it's a good idea.
Too. Yeah. I don't know.
I never saw one before I moved here, honestly. I don't know if we really have any
here.
Before I moved here, and I was like, these are cool. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm putting stuff in them, I see something that we would use, and I'm like, well, that's mine. Like, I'm taking that. Like I'll definitely use that. So here, I'm going to put something in it. I'm going to take something out. So,
but like, how cool is that? Like, it's like trading.
Cool.
Yeah. There's a place in our hometown. They have this place called The Shed, and my understanding is people donate just like. And then you can take, it's all free though, like furniture, like people give mattresses and like like all sorts of things, and it's just like, if you need it, you can come and get it.
That's cool.
I have to speak from I have to speak from again being my case manager from those days. Like, there were so many times that I would have to try to help a client move into a new apartment or whatever, which for many of them it would be like their first house or like their first like roof over their head in years because they'd just been waiting on like the Section 8 housing to get through. And like these are people who like cannot hold a job. Like they're not stable enough to hold a job. And so they're moving into this apartment, but they literally have nothing. Then you're just trying to help them like get settled, and they're like trying to find resources that just like don't exist like that. It's like a mattress for them is a luxury, and you can survive without a mattress, right? But getting them like a pillow and a blanket and toiletries and like things like that, it is shockingly hard to find those kind of resources. Yeah, it's so sad.
I believe it. It is sad, but that's pretty cool though to have a place called like that.
Well, in this town, the church runs I think a lot of places probably do this. They have a thrift store where they sell things, but all the profits go towards their food pantry and like helping people in the community. I think.
Oh, that's nice.
But then like they have a food pantry to go along with it. So like I think that's cool too.
I do too. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I definitely have a different perspective having worked with that population. But just like going back to this like library thing, I'm just like, there's obviously so much more to this story, and blasting her on the internet for your own benefit, it feels really yucky to me. I've really had to like resist not feeding into it and not responding, because none of the comments are looking at the other perspective at all. They're all very much like, oh my gosh, this is awful, and which like it is awful, but there's very obviously something more to the story.
Yeah, and I would say too, like if it was a group of teenagers that came by and just kept wiping you out, then I'd be like, yeah, fucking call the police, like get them.
I'm very curious. Like, I'm very curious what the police actually had to say, because she's saying that like if she comes back again, she's gonna like go after like trespassing and whatever. But at the same time, it's a free library on your property that is like welcoming people onto your property to take things. So like, how does that work? Yeah,
there's some like, I don't know, interesting. It's kind of a weird situation, I think, because you're inviting the public onto your place, onto your property. The words free are on the little library. So like, how do you can't necessarily say somebody stole them, but
I know. Yeah. So it's very interesting. So that's like the neighborhood drama that I'm watching, and I'm like, what is happening today?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I understand. I validate and understand the lady's frustration.
I do too.
Also, just like, I mean, if it keeps happening, I definitely understand like being real mad, but like maybe just for now,
I can understand all of it up until posting the woman's door.
Yeah. That feels like
I could even understand like her posting like the surveillance footage of her like taking the books, and it kind of like explaining like why she's frustrated is because she literally took all of the books. So like I get all of that until she showed the door, because it's just like clearly the woman is in a vulnerable state, and like you just exposed that.
Yeah. Also, I think too, like sharing the surveillance footage isn't necessarily a bad thing, because she could have went about it like, hey, does anybody in the neighborhood know this lady? Like,
right. Oh, well, see, that's the thing.
Does she need assistance? Like, what is, you know what I mean?
Like, no, that's the thing. She waited until like everything was processed through with the police before she posted it. And so she didn't post it as like, hey, can you guys help me?
Let's help this.
She posted it as, here's the woman who's like doing this. And like, very much is in like victim mode of like,
and that feels icky.
Me. Exactly. It does. It does
about it.
Like it's not
mean.
It's not being
it doesn't feel beneficial. It just feels mean.
Yes, it's not being posted with a purpose other than blasting this woman for doing something wrong. I don't either.
Sorry, free little library lady. I don't like that. I hope you don't hear this.
Okay,
that we're gonna get blasted next. But
right, I know. And again, like I'm not saying it's okay for her to take it. It feels very yucky. Though.
It's not okay, but it's just it's
yucky.
Way, I mean, if you were like trying to seek out her family,
that's what I mean. Like posting the surveillance footage isn't inherently a bad thing, because you could be like, I need to identify this woman. We need to find like, does she need help? Whatever.
Yeah.
But to wait until after it's already been processed with the cops and like all that thing.
She didn't need anything. She's got it
weird.
handled. This woman is on it. Like, let me tell you, she is on it. Like, so on it, where I was going out for a run and somebody else was coming up to the library to get something, and I'm assuming her camera like alarms
Let her know,
right?
It's probably a Ring camera or something, right?
So somebody was there, and like before they were even done closing the door or like reading the sign, she was outside in her front yard to tell them about this. So she is like living for this drama.
Oh, see, I wouldn't go to a library box if somebody was going to come out and talk to me like that. That's the reason I think people go to library boxes is like because it's like you can just.
I know.
There's one. We have one here that's at a trailhead, and I love that because it's not in front of somebody's house; it's at a trailhead, so I can just go. And
you know what?
I don't have,
I've also seen.
I don't have to feel weird about pulling out in front of somebody's driveway.
Right.
And
you know, I've also seen some hikers have like the community boxes like that too, except for it's like any supplies that they didn't need on their hike or like snacks, they'll leave it in there for the next person. I'm like, I love that. But yeah,
little things like that make me happy, but like this is crazy.
I think that's why actually this is like not sitting right with me is because, and this is just like a personal belief, but I feel like if you're going to do things for the community, doing it really from a good heart of like serving the community, not because you're going to get anything in return. Right. And this feels very much like the opposite of that.
I agree.
And she's like kind of in a place where it's not really about like the community. It's about her having like control of something, you know?
Yeah.
Which like, again, I'm appreciative of. My kids love it, but it's just, it's very uncomfortable
feels
and
weird
yucky
now.
feeling. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing is like watching all of this behavior coming from a place like what we talked about last episode of like when people show you who they are, believe them.
My word of the year is grace.
Yeah.
And I think that like I'm trying to give her grace, but I'm also trying to give the other person grace. And I just think that
but it is true sometimes that
providing a community service, like
and see,
you have to have a ton of grace.
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I would like to give library lady grace also, but at the same time, it feels as though like, you know, some people do things so that they can say that they did it, not because they actually, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
and the thing is this is not the first time.
Okay, so is she providing this service to the neighborhood because she wants to out of the goodness of her heart, or is she doing it to be like, oh, I did this for my neighborhood because I am such a good, you know what I mean? Like,
right. Well, and the
so
thing
like,
is anytime anybody does something like wrong at the library, she's posting about it. So if people take too many books or if they do like damage something on accident or like she'll put like bookmarks out there, which are like so sweet. Like at one point, I don't know if they were from her or somebody else, but there was like hand sewn or like handmade like little fabric bookmarks that were in there that my kids like loved. And so it's like, and I think somebody like took all of them or something like that. And again, she posted the surveillance video of it. So it's like, this is not a one-time occurrence. It's like anytime somebody does something wrong.
Like, okay, so you have 3 kids. So if you and your 3 kids walked up to the little library and there were only 3 of those bookmarks left and you took the last 3, one for each kid, would that be you taking, you know what I mean?
I think she'd be fine with that. It has been things where it was like, oh yeah, like, that's not okay.
What if it's the same thing?
But
what if like the mom is on a walk or something and she's like, oh, I've got 7 children at home that might love these bookmarks or whatever. You don't know.
I think she'd have a lot more peace about the library box if she got rid of the cameras.
Yeah, I agree. Right? I don't think people need to see everything all the time.
Yeah. If you didn't have cameras in your library box, like, oh, all these bookmarks are gone. Wow, everybody, they took all the bookmarks.
Yes, they love them. There were
so many people have been here.
Perspective.
Right. Okay.
You don't know. Like, the people that took all the bookmarks, like, if they're giving them to somebody from the goodness of their heart, isn't that just passing on?
Right.
Like,
that's what I mean.
That
like,
just paying it forward? Like,
somebody might have
20 bookmarks for no reason.
Somebody might have seen them and be like, oh my gosh, my cousins would love these bookmarks. I have 17 cousins. Like they would, you know what I mean? Or like just something like they saw the thing, they thought most of the time, probably thought of somebody that would appreciate it. And they were like, oh, I'm going to take these for them. Mm-hmm. That's the purpose of the free little library is like, you take it, you pass it on, or you whatever, whatever that means to you.
Yeah. But now anytime I go there, I'm like, ugh, she's watching me and my feral kids. Like,
right, exactly. You're like, listen.
But that would make me want to stop going. Is like
it does. I don't like stopping at it
every time.
Yeah.
Well,
my kids love it. I don't like stopping
at
it.
The good thing about the free little libraries is if you go to freelittlelibrary.com, you can actually see an entire map of where all the free little libraries are in your area. Okay, well, neighborhood drama is just that. It's neighborhood drama. I mean, what can you do? Every neighborhood has it.
I don't want to be involved.
Listen, my neighborhood has 2 houses. Yeah. And there's neighborhood drama. So
yeah. I mean, we don't even get like the HOA emails for meetings and stuff because we rent. So I'm like, we're not even really a part of this neighborhood. Like,
this ain't my neighborhood. I don't claim this neighborhood. Anyway. So okay, moving on. Kelsey found these things online called Flamingo Cards. And so we're gonna they're like ask, like 7 questions to ask your best friend or whatever. So we're gonna pick a couple of those instead of doing our like would you rathers like we normally do. We're gonna do these questions instead because they're funny, some of them, and some of them are like more thought provoking. So they're gonna be interesting. Very
I'm going to say, fair warning, when I'm put on the spot with questions, I fail.
I'm horrible. So... I can't. Yep. Me too. I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do with these. But I guess we're going to see.
Like, I'm always like wildly impressed by the people who can come up with like, here's 5 fun facts about me. Because if I'm asked that, especially like, in a new group of stuff, I'm like,
I got nothing.
I've done nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing about me.
Literally nothing. I always hated that in school. Like, the beginning of the year, it'd be like, go around the classroom and tell us something about yourself or whatever. I'd be like, my name's Nicole. That's something about me. There you go. I like
and
to
I'm
dance,
here,
and that's it. And I'm right I'm in the class. So
yeah,
here we go.
And you can see me. I'm here.
Yeah, here I am. I always hated that. Well, let's play the introduce yourself game. Let's not.
I know. Or they're like 2 truths and a lie, and I'm like, I can't think of a lie to save my life.
I can't think of a truth either. Like, I don't know anything about myself.
What have I done?
Lies. I can't.
I know nothing about myself. I don't know anything about myself. I always tell Gina all the time, I'm like, you know me better than I know myself. What do I like? Because I don't know how to answer these questions or like do these things.
I know. The last time I had to do that after I was like promoted as a manager, and it was like my first meeting in like the manager like admin kind of like meeting, and we were doing that, and I literally felt like I was about to break out in hives because I couldn't think of a single fact of myself.
Yep. You're like yep, that's me. Literally the question I picked too. I feel like it's not. Like, you'll see how this. Let me just tell it to you.
Okay.
If we had a theme song every time. Yes. If we had a theme song every time we entered a room, what would it be?
Oh gosh.
I feel like that's a tough one. Like I was trying to think, and I'm like, I don't even. It would be. We actually do have a theme song though. It would be our podcast theme song.
Which one? We're a little bit jolly.
It depends on the time of year, okay? It depends on the time of year. But how funny would that be if we just entered the room and our podcast theme song just started playing? Like, I would actually really love that. I can't think of another one.
No, that would be it. Yeah. I don't know, Kelsey. What do you got? You're the one. You know all the songs.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had time to really sit and think on it, I'm sure I could come up with something that's really fitting for us. But I could assign us each our own song.
Oh, okay. What would that be?
Oh,
what would my song be?
I can't.
I'm curious. Yeah, I can't either. Like,
Oh gosh.
And
well,
like
now you're putting me on the spot.
Yes, now you're on the spot. See, like I know all these songs, but the minute I'm like asked to talk about them or like do whatever, like something like this, I'm like, everything leaves my brain. Everything leaves my brain. But actually, the first song that I thought of when I thought about Kelsey was "I'm Walking on Sunshine" because she's like a ray of sunshine in my brain. So
It's true.
it's
Wow,
like. That was my
was
first thought.
nice.
I don't know if that's nice, but okay. I think it is.
I like it. That fits. I agree.
I think it's
Either that or it would be a Disney song for sure. Like
No,
High School Musical or something.
yeah.
I know that Nicole's not going to get this, but I think sometimes I just really think of Who's Afraid of Little Old Me for Nicole.
Yes.
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
no, okay. I
Yes.
do know the song, but like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't know if like how well you knew it, but
Yeah.
I don't know it very
Very
well. I know
beautiful,
like
for sure.
the that part of it, and yeah, I mean I've heard it, but not like in
Yeah.
depth. I don't know all the lyrics, but
It's a good one.
It's very
guess
like
that's
bad
probably-
bitch, bad witch witch. God bless. Bad
that's
bitch.
probably
witch
a good one. I would say because
Mhm.
I feel like people, initially, I'm small and like I don't look like
energy.
much, but I'm crazy. So
Mhm. Yeah, no, you're like the feisty little chihuahua that really does
yeah,
have
I
a
was
good
gonna
bite.
say I got that chihuahua energy. I got that dog in me, but it's a chihuahua, so
Yeah, you have a solid bite. So like
yeah, my teeth are sharp.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
no, that
funny.
works. That works. Oh gosh, it's so hard though. Like,
Well, now I
try
want a
to-
song. Give me a song.
I know.
I
I'm
want
trying to
to
think.
bitches.
I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to think, and I feel like
Your song is not about you, but
Oh gosh.
it's Mamba number 5.
I fucking knew it.
yes, yep. I mean,
a little bit of Monica.
I knew you were gonna say it. Literally 2 seconds ago, I was about to be like, anytime someone thinks of a song for me, it's Mambo number 5.
Okay, fun fact,
I
though,
will come
about
up with
me.
a better one. But
fun
I love
fact
that
about
song.
me. I do love that song, but I was so jealous when that song came out of all those names. I was like, why is there never a song with Nicole in it? I was so I've always been that way. I'm like, nobody ever sings songs about Nicole. It's always freaking every other name.
That song, that should be a compliment that I put you with that song because that is one of my joy songs. Like that is
Yes.
a song that like
It
If
is
you
a
put it
fun
on,
song.
it's just like pure
It is a fun
happiness
song.
in a
Yes.
song.
I
It reminds
remember-
me of my childhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember loving, like, even though I was too young to like really understand like what he was even singing about, but I loved it because up until that point, I had never met another Monica, and then the only other one I had ever heard of was like the singer Monica, and like I loved her song just from
Oh,
like
yeah.
Space Jam, just because we shared the same name. So I was like, yes,
That's so
I
funny.
loved it. Yes,
Okay. Well, that's mine. That's my question.
I will come up with a better
Yeah,
song for you
I
that does not because it only has your name in it. Like one that's about your personality, but I need
Okay.
time to. I need
Okay.
time.
Yes, we need time to sit on this, I think.
I will be.
I'm going to be listening
following
to
up.
music
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
loop
going to be
back.
very intently. I mean, anytime I listen to music now, I'm going to be very like listening hard and be like, who does this remind
The
me of
past
now?
year, I've been more in my book era than my
I know.
music era,
Exactly.
so I can much quicker probably put you with a female main character.
Ooh,
than the song
wait,
right now.
okay, wait, who would that
No,
be
don't
then?
put me on the spot. I won't be able to do it. Oh gosh.
Oh,
Okay, wait,
let's
wait, what
see,
would
if you're a
Ashley's
female main
song be?
character.
Ashley's song.
Ooh,
Because I feel like
That's
I've
a
got
hard
like the
one.
vibe in my head, but I don't know a song that would go with it.
so Ashley one time in the group chat said that she must have been in a bad mood and her husband came in the house and told Alexa to play 90s alternative music. So that's
Yeah.
what I attribute
Yeah, that's
Ashley
the
with,
vibe.
is like 90s alternative music. 'Cause that's like her vibe. And I'm like, yes, this is why we're friends, because we have the same vibe, because we listen to the same music. So like,
Actually, you know what? Wait, what was the song that we
I
were all
can't pick a
singing in the
song,
Jeep?
but which
No,
one?
what-
we
Crazy
had a
Bitch.
whole sing along.
We were
Fuck
singing
Jerry.
That was the one that like, because we were going through all the music and the three of us, like every
Yeah.
genre, everything, like the three of us are just like in
And
it.
Ashley
And
was,
that's,
like,
yeah,
not-
she's like, whatever.
And that was
dude."
it.
That song
That
came
was
on,
it.
she
It
was like,
was like,
yes.
Crazy Bitch. And I was like, I
You're
did
right.
not think that was the one that was going to
You're
get Ashley,
right.
but it was.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. I almost said that as our group song, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
It
mean,
could go
that
both
might
ways, I
be.
think.
That might be.
Okay, you heard it here first, Ashley. You didn't even hear it in the group chat. You heard it here. You better listen to find out.
Not because
what your song is.
we are like anything like the song, but that was like our first like all four of us jammed.
Yeah,
there on that.
That was a fun one. That was a fun
hilarious. Oh, okay. Who wants to go next?
Okay, I have one because I instantly had a memory come to mind for me. What is a moment you wish we could relive?
Kelsey's reenactment of Twilight.
Falling down the freaking hill.
Wait. Or Kelsey running across the house going, a moose! And me running up the stairs ready to kill somebody because I thought an intruder.
I re-listened to that podcast episode recently, and it was 100% as funny just rehearing it. So I think I would want to relive that, where you guys all thought I was being murdered. It was really nice outside.
Well, no, I guess I slightly did too before you came back into our room.
I ran up
We had been waiting for a moose to come. We were in Colorado together, and we just wanted to see a moose, okay? And we were staying in a cabin in the middle of the woods. And we had all, like, I had just woken up. Everybody else was still in bed. Even Monica was in bed when I got out of bed, okay? But me and Monica were sharing bed.
And me and Ashley were downstairs.
A whole empty room. We were just fucking scaredy cats, okay?
Yeah.
So,
we and Ashley were sharing a bunk bed.
I walk out and I look out the window and there's a fucking moose just out standing by our Jeep. And so I take off sprinting back to the room, but I was so excited that I have long legs, but I didn't stride out. I was like little steps. Like little steps, like across the floor.
Like
and they're down in the basement.
Character.
And I'm like, I get into the room and Monica's not in the bed. And I'm like, because I'm like, Monica, and she's not there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I sprint to the bathroom. I'm like, Monica, a moose. And then, and all this time that's happening, you really should go listen to the podcast where we explain this. Nicole and Ashley think that we are being murdered because how are there that many footsteps?
Mind you, we're in a cabin in the woods, in the mountains, and all the houses around us have no one there.
Listen.
Yeah. So they are in a bunk bed. So they're like roll out of this bunk bed at high speed.
So fast out of that bed because all I hear, the little tiny footsteps that she was taking were just, it was commotion. I thought there was
I swear that entire freaking house was like shaking, and it was like listening to a cartoon character where it's like their feet are moving rapidly but they're not going anywhere.
Right. So I'm thinking that there's a commotion. I'm thinking that there's like something actually happening, and I just run. First of all, I run up the stairs without my glasses, without a weapon. I was just gonna spider monkey whoever the fuck was up there, and I'm like, what's happening?
But also, by the way, like, we were up higher, like you guys were on the ground floor, so like somebody would have had to come up like the porch if there was anybody trying to kill
Well,
us.
that's what I thought.
Realistically, they'd be where you're at.
Yeah, I did not know. The sound was coming from above my head, so obviously the problem was up there.
It's coming from inside the house.
It was coming from inside the house, literally, because it was just Kelsey.
Oh my gosh.
But
I was so excited.
Either that or Kelsey's reenactment of Twilight, because that was really funny too.
Yeah. No, the memory that instantly came to my mind when I read that was when we were in the hot tub and Kelsey thought she saw something like in the forest.
Just our entire Colorado trip, please. Can we just do it again?
Every memory you're saying is Kelsey being manic. Like something's wrong with Kelsey. Kelsey saw a moose. Kelsey fell down a hill. And the only other memory I can think of that I'd want to relive is Kelsey with the bagels, because I want to know how the fuck the bagels got
don't know
in the
the
toaster
ghost
cabinet.
Actually, that is still very disturbing. Like, how did they get into that freaking cabinet? But no, the other one I think would be in the hot spring when we were just
the hot spring,
as a whole, but like also like playing like the psychic game.
When I went to get in the hot spring tub and realized my legs were not long enough, like you did, and just went boom, boom, all the way down. I drowned myself in the hot spring. That was a funny one.
In the pool?
Yeah, because Ashley and Kelsey are literally like 6 foot tall, and me and Monica
Nicole
are like
and I
5, literally 1. And so Kelsey and Ashley just get in. And
They're standing there.
And they're standing. And so, like, my brain, when I look at you
We
guys,
both
I don't
did it,
see
though.
us as different sizes. No, I know. But because I think it's like our entire relationship is over the phone or over the internet. Like, I don't see us as different heights. So
That
you
is
guys
real
get
little dog
in.
energy. I want
It
you to
is.
know.
Right,
It
okay.
is.
Because I think, yeah. So I see they're just standing. So I just hop right in on the edge
And she just goes,
and drown myself all the way down. I'm like,
They're standing there like having these like casual conversations. I mean, Nicole are like,
and I'm treading water, dying. Like,
yeah, we're actively treading water just to be
finally,
near them.
Monica and I are like, we're going over here. Bye. Like, we can't. Sorry, we can't hang out with you tall people. Oh man.
We need a girls trip.
God, so funny. Yeah, we're due for another one.
We are
Okay.
overdue.
All right, Kels, you're up.
Okay, wait. I have a second question because now I'm very curious. Okay, if you had to introduce me without using my name, what would you say?
mini eggs.
Yep, it would absolutely be mini eggs or Minica.
Where's mini eggs?
Yeah, where's mini eggs? I saw one that was like, if you had to find me in a crowd, what would you say without using
Yes!
names? Like, what word would you say? I would just start screaming, mini eggs! Mini eggs!
You want to know?
I had the exact same
Monica's-
thought process.
Monica's nickname is Mini Eggs because I was trying to type Monica and my like slide to text like autocorrect typed Mini Eggs and
Of all
that
the
stuck.
things.
That's also why
Yeah.
she's called Minica because autocorrect
Yep.
called her Minica.
No,
Well, and then-
autocorrect didn't correct me. I was typing in caps. And I meant to say Monica, and it came out Minica, and autocorrect failed me.
Oh, autocorrect. Autocorrect
Yeah.
gave her Mini Eggs
Yeah.
and failed her on Minica.
Failed
Yeah.
for Minica. Yep.
Well,
Yep.
and then the best part about that is that we have a tablecloth that is like a
George.
coloring tablecloth. And so when Ashley was here, she wrote mini eggs on this like Christmas gift tag. So my kids have seen it. So now they call me mini eggs. And then Merida decided that now I am also called George. And so when we go
George
out in
would be your
public,
secondary.
she addresses me as George, which is really freaking funny. Except for now it's been combined to Mini George.
Mini George. Yep. That's the second. That's the alternate if I have to. It's Mini George.
Okay, I got mine. Are you ready?
Mhm.
This one's real unhinged because I'm a goody two shoes. If I got arrested, what would be your
I
first
was
guess
just
for
reading
why?
that one.
If you got arrested.
Jumping a barrier to go see one of your favorite celebrities.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
No, I don't think that you would either, but I could see it
let's
also at the
see.
same
If
time.
you got- Oh my God. That's a hard one. Because
It would be.
I can't picture you doing like
I
anything to
actually
get
think if
yourself
I
arrested.
saw a celebrity that I really loved, I think I would not actually say where.
Yeah.
No, you would do the opposite. I think
No,
you'd like run away.
you-
You'd be like, I'm
I
not going
think
over there.
you would be
Goodbye.
speechless. You would be
Yeah. Oh my God,
speechless,
that's
and
a
then
good
you
one.
would get on voice notes, and then you'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she was."
I would run like that, like I saw a moose.
No, you would be trying to get the story out to us, and it would literally sound like that. You're not gonna believe it.
Yes, that's exactly what would happen.
And then you would realize what you sounded like, and then it would be a
Yeah, right.
I think if I got arrested for something, it would actually have to be like a total fluke. Like,
Yeah.
I would have to be.
Yes,
like,
I was gonna
the
say,
wrong-
it
not
would-
the wrong guy.
It would
Yeah.
literally be the wrong place, the wrong time, I think, if you were to get arrested. And you would be panicking the whole time, but you'd be like, I
Yeah.
swear I didn't do it. You would be literally having an episode.
you got the
It's
wrong
literally-
guy.
As a child, no, seriously, as a child, one of my biggest fears that I would lay awake and worry about at night is that I would be arrested and charged for something that would
Okay, I have done the
give me the
same.
death penalty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would be on death row for something that I didn't do. As
Yeah.
a child, that is what I worried about.
Yeah, and that's
It's
literally
insane.
what you would be arrested for. You would be in the wrong place, the wrong time.
Yeah.
A case of mistaken identity. That would be what it is. Because I could not imagine you literally doing anything at all that would put you in that position. So it would have to be an accident.
Yeah.
It would have to be an
It would
accident.
have to be an accident. It would have to be an
And
accident.
I would be
Like,
having a panic attack the whole
you
time.
absolutely
Yes.
would be having a panic attack. Yep.
on top of overthinking and being like, I'm not being trying to be rude. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And she'd be like, oh my God, did I actually do something? And it would be like a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we would be panicking in the group chat because we'd be like, where the fuck is Kelsey? And then we would be like freaking out. And yeah, it'd be a whole thing. Yep.
You would be like the most kind person they ever arrested because you would also be like, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I think you're wrong.
I think maybe you're wrong. I don't think we have the right person. And then they'd be like, no, you are the right person.
It would actually be like, can I have a lawyer, please?
You're right. You would just be crying.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
And then when they figured out that it wasn't you, you'd be like, no, it's okay. Like, it was totally a mistake. Like, it's fine,
mistakes happen. It's okay. My word for the year is grace.
Right. It's okay. You're right. I probably did do something wrong. My word for the year is grace. Yep.
We all make mistakes. You almost killed me, but it's okay.
Maybe my word of the year has always been grace, and perhaps it needs to be whatever the opposite of grace.
Perhaps.
That is WWJD. Okay.
Well, perhaps you need to maybe not. No, just kidding. Oh, okay. On that note, we're just rambling.
Those were some fun questions. I liked those.
They were fun.
They made me giggle.
Fun questions like that to ask your friends or boyfriend or husband or partner or whatever.
Yeah, they have different props.
Yeah, they have different props. Go to Flamingo app Reels, I think is what it is on Instagram, and they have so many question cards.
Yes, Flamingo app Reels. Yeah, they're funny. I like these. Especially because they're not just for like your friends. Like there's ones for like
they've got a bunch of different ones,
girlfriends or whatever, and these are fun. I like them.
Yeah,
so
me too. When we're in the car and we're not doing anything, I ask Trevor questions from the Flamingo card.
Oh, fun! That's cute.
That's funny.
I like that.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week, bitches.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed hanging out with us, joining in on the group chat.
I'm gonna go read Zodiac Academy and finish.
Oh my God, she's literally obsessed.
I'm on my third book for the week, so.
I know. I gotta go finish Crown Tide today.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I don't either already because we don't have the next book, which is like honestly the worst freaking thing about reading an unfinished series. It's just the waiting, and I hate it because also I miss Bazgayeth and our fourth wing friends too, and so
I think that's why I'm gobbling up Zodiac
Academy. Yeah,
like there's so much to take.
Yeah,
it really is. Like,
well, that one's completed too, right? So
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's got a lot of side quests. I'm not even going to do the side quests. I don't think. I just want the main story.
You can always do the side quests later.
Maybe we'll see.
You're funny.
That was
a disgusting sound.
All right. Well.
Okay. Goodbye, bitches.
Have a good week.
We love you.
Like the shit.
Yes. Like share, subscribe. Help us spread the news of the podcast.
Ashley wants to. And Ashley wants to be a stay-at-home mom. So if you could really turn up the volume on the whole "Making This Not a Mediocre Podcast," that would be great.
She literally said she girl bossed herself into a corner the other day. So we need to get her out of the corner.
Right.
Nobody puts baby in the corner. Let's get her out of it. Blow this shit up. We're funny sometimes. Okay, we love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Welcome to the inner sanctum of friendship. These bitches are a little bit bothered.